Welcome back on World News. Social media users have posted video and stills of the dramatic event in Las Vegas on Sunday, where a gunman opened a fire on an outdoor music festival, killing at least 58 people and wounding more than 500. Country music star Jason Aldean was performing when the shots began ringing out at the Route 91 Harvest Festival. Officers confronted the suspect on the 32nd floor of the Mandalay Bay Hotel and Casino across the street from the concert, Clark County Sheriff Joseph Lombardo said. Police said Monday morning that the shooter, 64-year-old Stephen Craig Paddock, was found dead in a hotel room with as many as 10 firearms. Lombardo says Paddock first checked into the Mandalay Bay Casino Hotel on September 28. SWAT teams used explosives stormed the gunman's hotel room and found he had killed himself. Authorities said there was no immediate word on the motive for the Sunday night bloodbath. Two women accused of fatally poisoning the half-brother of North Korea's ruler pleaded not guilty as their trial began on Monday in Malaysia's High Court, nearly 8 months after the airport assassination that sparked a diplomatic standoff. Siti Aisyah of Indonesia and Doan Thi Huong of Vietnam are suspected of smearing Kim Jong-nam's face with the banned VX nerve agent on February 13 at a crowded airport terminal in Kuala Lumpur, killing him within 20 minutes. The women say they thought they were playing a harmless prank for a hidden camera show. Lawyers for the two women who face the death penalty, if convicted, asked the court to compel prosecutors to identify 4 people still at large, mentioned in the charge sheet as having a common intention to kill Kim. The judge denied the request. The prosecution phase of the trial is expected to last about 2 months, after which the judge will decide if there is a strong case for the women to have to mount their defense. Meanwhile, Indonesia's ambassador to Malaysia, Rusdi Kirana, says Indonesia country is standing by its citizen. He added that Indonesian officials will be monitoring the trial, including specialists in the field of poison.
Here to what we call it, to monitor about the process of the.
Catalan Leader Carles Puigdemont says that the region has won the right to demand an independent state after Sunday's controversial referendum on independence. Spain's government has banned the vote it declared unconstitutional and has sent police and right forces to stop the balloting. Clashes between the police and voters left hundreds of people injured. VOA's Latika Hoke has more.
The Spanish government has deployed thousands of police officers to stop the voters in Spain's northern Catalonia region from casting their ballots. But voters turned up in large numbers anyway, and in some places clashed with the police. Following a day of violence, the region's president announced that Catalonia has won the right to statehood.
Therefore, in the next few days, my government will send the results of today's vote to the Catalan Parliament, where the sovereignty of our people lies, so that it can act in accordance with the law of the referendum.
Spanish Prime Minister Mariano Rajoy accused the separatist government in Catalonia of making a mockery of democracy and said that no referendum took place in Spain on Sunday.
We have fulfilled our obligations. We've acted from the beginning within the law and only within the law. It has been shown that our democratic state has the resources to defend itself against an attack as serious as the one attempted with this illegal referendum.
The region's political leaders blamed Rajoy's government for the violence and said they will ask European Union authorities to denounce the actions of the Spanish state. Catalonia, Spain's wealthiest region, has lost some of its autonomy within Spain in 2010. Separatists won Catalonia's election 5 years later and set out to organize an independence vote. The Spanish constitution states that Spain is indivisible. Hundreds of Spaniards gathered in the capital Madrid Sunday to protest the referendum. But Catalans also have supporters around the world. Some of them joined demonstrations in the Scottish capital Edinburgh on Sunday.
I think that all places in the world, whether it's the Basque Country, Catalonia, Scotland, and then going elsewhere to Palestine, to Kurdistan, they all have the right to exist as nations, and I support all of these movements as well.
Police brutality on Sunday has also been condemned by some European politicians. The referendum has triggered one of the biggest political crises in Spain's 42-year-old democracy.
Meanwhile, Catalonia's government held a closed-door cabinet meeting on Monday to discuss the next steps in its plan to declare independence from Spain following the disputed referendum. Catalonia said preliminary poll results showed 90% favored independence after under half of the electorate voted in a day that saw around 850 people injured in clashes with police. Catalan President Carles Puigdemont chaired the cabinet meeting, which was expected to include discussions over asking the regional parliament to vote on an historic independence declaration later in the week. Spanish Prime Minister Mariano Rajoy, meanwhile, will meet with ruling Popular Party leaders before seeking a parliamentary session to discuss how to confront the country's most serious crisis in decades. And now take a look at what the weather will be like across the world today. Mumbai and Beijing will be cloudy, while Jakarta, Singapore, and Tokyo will have a rainy day. Sydney, Paris, London, and New York will be cloudy, while Cape Town will have a rainy day as well. Stay with us on World News because we'll be right back after the break with more information, including how this year marks the 40th anniversary of NASA's launch of the Voyager probes to explore Jupiter and Saturn. And Louis Tomlinson's latest single featuring Bibi Rexha and Digital Farm Animals, Back to You.